Alright, what is going on, my broskiis? My name is Toadskii, back again, here to bring you guys yet another One Piece Treasure Cruise video. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about something that is not really pertaining to the English/French versions of One Piece Treasure Cruise, but it might. You know, we're not really too sure at this current point in time, but if we have, you know, the history of Treasure Cruise and how things have been releasing, this could hint towards, you know, a big event arriving on Treasure Cruise very soon. So we are currently going to be looking at some information that is going on the Korean version of Treasure Cruise. Now, as you can see on this banner right here, this is like the website where a lot of the information actually gets put out to the Korean players, the cafe.naver website. So there is a lot of information on this website. Whenever there's like a new Sugo Fest, a new Fortnite, new raid boss, all the information is typically put on this website, and you know, it'll always be here. And you can see right here on this banner, 3rd anniversary. The Korean version is celebrating its 3rd anniversary. It's not really right now, but it's coming up during the month of May. So shout out to the Korean OPTC for sticking around. And the thing about this is, and why this is so important, is the fact that the Korean version of Treasure Cruise has been catching up like really fast with Global, because obviously they're at their 3rd anniversary. Global just had its 4th anniversary. Korea being so far behind, they had to catch up very quickly, and they are on the same release schedule as Global right now. Now, when we had our anniversary during February, which was pertaining to Big Mom and the whole event where you had to take down Big Mom with the HP, where we got the free legend pools, all of that stuff relating to the global side of the game for our anniversary. The thing about it is that the Korean version also had the exact same event. They have been having the exact same release schedule of events with our anniversary, which is kind of weird considering, you know, they didn't have their anniversary at the same time as us. And they had the exact same Sugo Fest, which released Big Mom and Brook. I don't believe the Quick Whitebeard was actually released on the Korean Sugo Fest for them, so they might get that for their anniversary, and that actually might be arriving for Japan's anniversary as well. We'll have to wait and see for that. But the thing about this video and why I'm making it is because there is an event site that has gone out for the 3rd anniversary on the Korean version of Treasure Cruise, and this could hint towards the fact that Global might get a similar celebration. Obviously not really being an anniversary event, but it could just be a celebration event, because there are some really cool characters that should be arriving on Global very soon. So let's go ahead and go through the website and the cool events that are arriving on Korea, and just hope that they arrive on Global, because this is some pretty cool stuff coming up. So we can scroll down here first. I believe this is just mentioning, you know, congratulations to the Korean version for reaching 3 years celebration, which is cool. You know, obviously, you know, for a game to survive for 3 years in this gacha atmosphere that we're in right now, I think that's pretty impressive. So shout out to the Korean version of Treasure Cruise and their continued support. So it does mention that there will be some sort of celebration campaign for the anniversary on Korea, and that's what I assume this is talking about. But then when you scroll down to event number 2, this is big information. You can see here, there is a Sanji character, and the anniversary Sunny is going to be arriving. Now, I don't remember if during the Big Mom and Brook Sugo Fest, whether Korea also got this ship. If that's the case, I think Global won't get this, which I think that's extremely fair enough, and I wasn't really expecting that. But this Sanji is big news. For those of you who don't know, this Sanji is the debut of the support abilities on One Piece Treasure Cruise, which is the sign that, you know, Katakuri and Snake Man are gonna be very soon, because this was the debut of support abilities, and the Katakuri and Luffy batch was the debut of support abilities as well, where all of those new rare recruits had support abilities. I'm not too sure if they introduced support abilities for older characters at the same time. They might have. But yeah, that's the main reason why I'm making this video, is that if this is coming to the Korean version, then this is likely coming to Global at the same time. Now we can see here on the dates, the 23rd of May at midnight, whatever time they go by, that is when this event will be starting, it looks like, and then it will be ending on the 17th of June. So this is about the time period that we did expect the support abilities, or well, Katakuri, to be arriving, because we already know that the treasure map is coming up around about the 10th or 11th of May, which is the debut of Legend Zephyr. And we do know that before Katakuri comes out, that Legend Carrot should be arriving, or as we should be expecting at this point. However, they could throw a curveball and release Katakuri first, and then release Carrot afterwards. I would hate it if they did that. That would be such a low blow if they did that, but they might pull a shifty one, and they could do that. But, you know, I think that if they release Carrot first, and then release Katakuri and Snake Man anywhere in this period I think would be great, because as I said, the 10th or 11th should be the treasure mode with Law debuting Legend Zephyr, and then that treasure map should end around about what, the 15th or 16th, and then you have between that period, the 15th or 16th, until whenever this period, you know, wants to start or end. You could have Carrot in between there, and then also release Katakuri and Snake Man. I don't know, I'm not really too sure how they're going to be releasing things, but just putting it out there that Katakuri and Snake Man are very, very shortly going to be arriving. It also says bonus. I don't really know what this means. I tried translating this. I'm not really too sure what this means, but it says bonus 100%. But this is actually talking about a login bonus period. So throughout this whole event as well, during the 23rd to the 17th of June, there is a login period where every single day that you log in, you get a reward. So on the first day of the anniversary, for them, they get a guaranteed legend. Now, I already saw some people on the subreddit Discord talking about this. Like, this alone already makes this nearly better than Global's anniversary. I guess you could say that, you know, with the Big Mom event, there were lots of really good reds that you could get in there from the Big Mom farming event. But, you know, you just log in one day, you get a free red just for doing nothing, which is pretty crazy. So, yeah, you get just a red for doing nothing. On day 2, you get 10 3-star homies, and you get 10... it looks like 10 tomes, and then maybe it might be 3 million or 300,000 berries. That's fair enough. I think that's a pretty nice reward. And then on day 3, you get a 4-star or better rare recruit. On day 4, you get, it looks like more berries once again. You get 30, is that 30? Hang on. No, I think it's tomes. Okay. I was going to say, if that was 30 USBs, that would be absolutely wild. I'm just looking at the characters here, because this character is here and this character is here. So I think you get 10 tomes day 2, and then you get 30 on day 4, and then 10 silver USBs. That's phenomenal. But then, this is the kicker. This is the kicker where I think a lot of global players are going to be upset. On day 5, you get a choose your legend pool. And look at those legends that you have there. You've got Hody Jones, Shirahoshi, God Usopp, NL, V2 Law, Magellan, and V2 Fujitora. All of these characters have their uses, that is for sure. Hody Jones, nowadays Hody Jones isn't really used that much because we have access to Treasure Map NL, so I think that Hody Jones isn't the best choice here. Shirahoshi's obviously one of the best choices you could have. Usopp is kind of mediocre, he's not really good at all. NL, a lot of you guys should already have him from the NL Sugo Fest that happened in January. And then we have V2 Law, who's still pretty decent, his 6+ is awesome. Magellan, his 6+ is also very good. And we do know that V2 Fuji does eventually get a 6+, and it makes he himself a very good slasher captain. So if you are lacking a good slasher captain, this might be a good option to go for. But we just are hoping at this point that it arrives on Global, but because it is an anniversary celebration, I'm not really too sure if Global's going to get the same treatment when, you know, this does arrive. And then we have on day 6, when you log in, you get a bunch of limit break materials and some more berries, and then you get 30 gems on day 7, man. 30 gems, that's a lot. That's a lot of gems just for logging in for nothing. That's pretty crazy. But I think Global did get quite a lot of free gems during their anniversary if you count up all the rewards from the Big Mom event. So I think it isn't that much further away from Global's anniversary, because I'm not 100% certain if they had the exact same event as us, is where we had to take on Big Mom and we get free reds from that. If they got that and they get this as well, I think that's a little bit overkill, but you know, it is what it is. Event 3, it states that there's going to be some event happening. I'm not really too certain what this was about, but I do know, if you actually go to the cafe website, it doesn't have it listed here, but the Korean version of Treasure Cruise is actually hosting an IRL event for their anniversary, which is really cool. That's really awesome that they are hosting that, you know, giving back to the community. I'm not really too sure what their in real life event is about, but I did see it on their website and they have a location as to where it is, so there is a big celebration. So if you do live in Korea and you do play the game, then that's going to be really cool for you guys to, you know, go ahead and have a look at. And then the 4th event is a coming soon event, which I would guess would be the Sugo Fest, but we don't know at this point, because we do know with the release of Katakuri and Snake Man, there's the big thing where they have the Luffy versus Katakuri website, which I have obviously saved as well. This should be arriving with the release of Snake Man and Katakuri, which is this was a huge event on Japan where it was like over multiple weeks this event was, and you know, lots of chances to get legends and support items. These new items were for the support ability on Japan, and it also ran over the treasure map as well. I believe this event was for Treasure Map Kaido when that got released, and then there was the event where you had to play either the Luffy or the Katakuri Islands and stuff. So yeah, lots to look forward to, but I really wanted to make this video just to show you guys that yes, this is coming to the Korean version, and the Korean version has had simultaneous releases with Sugo Fest, Fortnite, Treasure Maps. Everything has been the same releases on Global and Korea. So the fact that Korea is getting this makes me believe that Global could be getting some really cool stuff very, very soon. So that is going to be it for this video. So I hope you guys did enjoy this video, and if you guys did, make sure to go ahead and leave a like, and if you want to stay up to date with all the content I post, including more One Piece Treasure Cruise content, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. But other than that, guys, I'll see you guys within the next video.